This video will explain the conditions necessary for encounter information to flow from your EMR to Alberta Netcare. Before watching the rest of this video, it is recommended that you first watch the EMR configuration, how CII and CPAR work, and CED videos linked to here. The first condition necessary for information to flow to Alberta Netcare is that the profile item or note must be attached to a provider registered to send encounter information to Alberta Netcare. This means that the information was either entered in the EMR by the provider themselves or by an EMR user who has chosen the provider as their supervising doctor. For additional details on how to enter encounter information on behalf of a provider, please see the Entering Encounter Data on Behalf of a Provider video that is linked to here. The second condition for information to flow is that the information must be entered in a field that is mapped to flow to Alberta Netcare, and the information must be entered using the appropriate format. For example, problems entered in the problem list must be attached to an ICD-9 code to flow to Alberta Netcare. You can tell that a problem is attached to an ICD-9 code if it has an associated diagnosis in this box here. This means that the problem shows up in black text in the problems list. Problems in blue text will not flow to Alberta Netcare. Another example is that the appointment reason must be entered in the details field of the book appointment screen. It is suggested that clinics use a standardized appointment reasons list to populate this field. For additional details, see the proposed EMR CII CPAR workflows video linked to here. The third example is that blood pressures, heights, weights, and waist circumferences must be entered in a visit note using the proper syntax. This means that they are entered using the same syntax required for them to be searchable in the EMR. For more details on the syntax required, please see the best practice using categories when entering vitals data, PS Suite online help file. You must also ensure that the visit note is marked as finished. This means that the visit note does not have a yellow bar next to it. You can mark a visit note as finished by clicking on the yellow bar next to it. Lastly, you must ensure that the patient's chart, profile item, and note are not marked as private. For more information on the privacy features that keep information from flowing to Alberta Netcare, please see the video linked here. For additional information, please see the resource links in the video description below.